Hello tubers, Lee here, coming to you from a very messy man cave. Look at the state of it. I've got some tidying to do by the look of it. Anyway, this little video is to show you the new Zhiyun gimbal, the Royal Jordanian gimbal. So, here we go. Came in a box, came in a packet, came in a box. Z1 rider, gyroscope camera stabilisation for GoPro. So, you open the box and you have an instruction manual. Thankfully, they're good enough to put in a UK manual, English, so that we can understand it. It's fairly straightforward, to be honest. The manual just tells you what to do, how to charge the batteries, how to plug it in, all that sort of stuff. But let's start with the actual product. So this comes with it, a big ass piece of Velcro. Now that I think is for attaching it somehow. All will be explained, but it's well, it's a GoPro mount on the actual thing. So nice little box. And this is the daddy. So, what you get is this, and this is the gimbal. So that's the GoPro mount there, and these are magnets, okay, basically. And you mount your GoPro in there, in that little cradle bit, and it straightens up and it says hello. And then the idea is that when you move, when your bike moves, this should stay straight. Okay. Now it also comes with this hefty remote thing. Now this is the main controller for it. You can figure out how to get this back in the box. So basically, in this end, you've got two rechargeable batteries. Okay. That big. The remote takes two of them, so that's obviously to operate the gimbal itself. Now the interesting thing is that in this box you get your leads and the charger and some screws, and that's to fix the GoPro onto the actual gimbal. And you've got this little debris wire. Now this little debris wire plugs in on the bottom there. Hopefully you can see this. And then plugs into the side of your GoPro, so that when it's mounted, that's connected to the GoPro and it does its shears. So what I'm going to try and do is mount it on my bike. Okay, now here's the plan. I want to mount something on the tail, and I want to mount it looking back, but I also want the flexibility. Have I cracked that? No, just a moment. Also want the flexibility of turning it around and facing it that way. Easy enough, you would think. So I have a sticky mount. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and mount it there, which basically means that I've got to find a way to get that to sit flush. So it's a case of packing it out or cutting this and taking the strip out the middle. But it's such a bloody awkward shape. I could mount it there, but then I've got to, well, number one, if I mount it there it looks ugly. Yeah, looks shit. Not happy with that. I want it centrally mounted. I can live with that. So I've just got to figure out how to do it. Any suggestions? Anybody knows? Go for it. Drop me a message and say that you should try this. What I've also got is a spare seat cowl. Now this is a copy, as you can tell, because it was white on the inside. That's an original one, and this is an aftermarket. So my plan with this is to probably put a few little cuts in it, so that I can run the cable to the controller, and I want to put the controller, picture this, gimbal, wires under the seat, and I either want to put that somewhere neatly down there, which is acceptable short term, or I could fix it there. That's kind of where I'm thinking at the moment. Find some way of fixing it on there. It's going to be out of the way, but obviously I want it to run under the seat cowl. I could actually leave that under the seat cowl. So that's what I've got to figure out now. I've also got, oh well, shut off. I've also got on here this stem mount, which is I've got a RAM mount for it, but I've also got a GoPro mount. Now I've already done some footage using this mount, which I'm going to throw up. Now I've edited it, so you will see it with the GoPro facing forward, with the GoPro facing back towards me, and then at the end you'll see not outtakes as such, but blips. Okay, this thing hasn't been perfect, but I haven't messed with the calibration, so you'll see it sort of go off on its own, so it kind of goes. But anyway, here's some video of the actual gimbal in use with the GoPro. Have a look, let me know what you think. Just a word of warning, by the way, I bought this from a company called GearBest, and included expedited shipping. However, they don't tell you that they don't include customs and tax charges. So I got a nice message from DHL saying, actually you've got to pay us more money, Mr. Customer, if you want your part delivered. So just be warned if you do order one. I don't know what else is out there on the market gimbal wise. I just saw this on one of our J's vids and thought that will do the job. The guy I know called Matt was actually making his own. Matt, I apologise, I have forgotten your surname and your channel name, so I'll try and throw a link up or something, but he's been making his own gimbal and looks bloody good. But I'm impatient and I wanted one sooner because I want the gyroscopic pictures. So anyway, here you go, here's some video. Enjoy. Cheers.